us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. What's your run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a. I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And an unfavorable hop is going to cost him as the ball winds up out of bounds inside the landing zone, so it's going to still move up to the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another one for Cook. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Allen on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. They'll go. Allen. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills 7, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for
Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They give up the guns. It's Genty. No room up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Design bootleg here. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know a successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Play action now. Allen. Completed right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the red zone on first. Rolling out to his left. And he's got it! Has a layup for it, but touchdown! The Bills grow the lead to 7. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Bills 14, Raiders 6. Timer pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Pass now to kick this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They'll go play action. Fits it through the middle. And the tackle tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Giving this to Genty. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who could, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Putting the tight end in motion. Dropping back to throw. Cut out left. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Genty. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They're going to try and throw it here. And he sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Let's go.
Fourth down. Pass coming. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Quincy Williams has it.
It's a turnover on downs.
First and 10 from the 32. Allen on the play action. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Allen on third down. receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Genty on the draw. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check up.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. And now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
319. Look out.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. Here's a screen for Cook. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Look out.
He gets it out left, and it's gone. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get more points to end a lopsided first half. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Trey Tucker to return it. pass makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Okay,
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
18, let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though, with 15 seconds left. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Hold it ready.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They look to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Give him 25 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Come on, back to 60. Back to 60. Let's go.
Back to throw now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bills will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Throwing here just before halftime. Taking a shot deep here. This is brought in at the 15. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 Eagles.
Another give here to Genty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. but instead they move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll throw it. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
9 yards. It's second down.
Back to throw. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
From the gun on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Alert! What's that?
Now Allen off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Look at that power, deep left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At the 37-yard line.
We've set a downs from 37. Straight ahead with Genty. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing now off the play action. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go, man. 65 cats. Let's go now.
They'll throw, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. He connects downfield. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Throwing it again here. It's a screen play to Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the third. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Allen setting up play action. Left side into the hands of Shakir. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Allen on third and short. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
You just get the play off. He's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our third quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal.
Half 85.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at third and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on second down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Round 80.
Third and long for him here. Drops it off to Cook. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Okay, ready? 19 tight. Here we go. Shot.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go.
And off to Genty. Crashes through a tackle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Go!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Carlson now to add one more. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Shakir now to return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Allen on the play action. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This is Cook. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills with a 10-point advantage. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Another one for Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Allen on third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 28. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
5 wide. 180. Half 85. What's that?
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Now looking to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Terrence Johnson has it.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Trying it left side with Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know.